Hi everybody! Welcome back to my channel. I know last week's episode was a little more controversial and political, but I just wanted to share my opinion, which is basically what all this is about. But anyways, today, I want to talk about something less controversial and, more common, I guess is the word. Today I wanted to share with you guys my coming out story. It's not a big, exciting, long story filled with drama and pain and regret. It's kind of a boring story, but, I want to share it with you guys. So, let's get the story train on the road. Choo-choo! Okay, so I knew I was gay like in third grade because I would swing on the swings debating who was cuter, Aaron Carter or the Backstreet Boys. That was going through my brain in third grade. But I never knew the word, I never knew it was different, I never knew what it was. So, I just put it in the back of my head, like, whatever. And then in junior high is when obviously you hit puberty and all the hormones and, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. But that's when I started paying attention to it more because, everybody's more developed, everybody's voice is deeper, and I was like, you're really cute, are these normal feelings? And then I know they weren't normal because I would see the guys with girls and not guys with guys. So, and then there was also this, I think there was one gay guy in my junior high. He was a year older than me, so when I was in 7th, he was in 8th, and he was out of the closet, and, although people never said anything to his face, I knew what they really thought about him, and I knew that they didn't like it. It wasn't normal. It was bad. So I, suppressed his feelings, obviously, because I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to get hurt. So I just suppressed those feelings, and, all through junior high, and then in high school, still freshman year, I didn't do anything. I had a girlfriend, actually. So, kinda, I guess, lasted a week. So, anyways. And then my sophomore year, I decided to tell my friend, one of my oldest friends that we met in, I think, elementary school. But I told her in the lamest way. I told her over Facebook Messenger, because I didn't have the guts to tell in person. So I told her over Facebook, and I was so nervous the next day because I didn't know what she was going to say. Like on Messenger, you can kind of, you don't know what they really mean. They just say, okay, It's confusing. But, in class I was really nervous, and she didn't say anything. She treated me very normal. But then I started hanging out with her group of friends, and although I never told her not to tell anybody, I didn't tell her it was okay to tell people. So when her friends, my new friends were approaching me about it, it caught me off guard. I was taken back. I didn't know how to answer. I kind of froze for a minute. And then I thought to myself, what the hell? It's gonna happen sooner or later, so why not now? And so from then on, I kind of just, when people would ask me, I would say yes. Like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And, most people accepted it. I never really met anyone who didn't, except for my friend Angel, but we're still friends. I think my junior year is when my mom asked me, but she only asked me because I was using her computer because my computer didn't work. And I was on this gay chat room thing. So, at that point in time, I wasn't completely sure. So I told her I was bi. And although in my head I knew it wasn't true, I didn't want to let her down because I'm her only son. I'm her only child. So yeah, you know. But she was shocked, obviously. I have a feeling she kind of knew, but she just wasn't ready for the accepting, like, the answers for me saying yes. Um, but, we moved on. She doesn't really talk to me about it to this day. I don't mind it because I don't really want to share my romantic life with her, even if I was straight. Like, I just find that kind of weird. Um, my dad, on the other hand, he asked me about a year ago, 2 years ago, and he asked me in the most awkward way. So, he took me out to eat, and we were eating, and, there was a silence, and so he tells me, I know about you. And I'm just like, what do you know? I'm confused. And he's like, I know about your likes. And I was like, huh? Like, I was thinking, like, theater and music and performing because he doesn't really know that side of me. So I was like, what do you mean? And he's just like, I know about your likes. It's okay. And I was like, okay, I'm still confused. And he just looked really confused and he didn't want to say the words, but he just kept repeating, I know about you and your likes. And after like a couple of times repeating that a couple more times, it finally hit me. And I played it off like, oh, okay, like I didn't really need his approval because I don't. But inside, I was kind of scared because I remember my mom telling me that when I was little and I would play with like animals, I hated cars. I would play with My Little Ponies. My dad said he would disown me if I ended up gay. And, I am. So I didn't know what he would do. But obviously he's still here. And I'm still queer. So, yay. I never really got any backlash from it. So, like, no, like, losing friends, no bad, I'm not gonna be friends with you, beating up in the bathroom. And I'm grateful for that. I'm thankful for this area who's accepting towards it now more than before. Back in high school, I consider myself one of the very few openly gay guys. Because there was other ones where you could tell, but it wasn't like open and advertised, and I mean not advertised, but it's like they weren't completely open about it. And I kind of made it my mission to befriend them and help them through that, which I did, some of them, but after that we kind of started hating each other. So that's why I don't really have that many gay friends. Oops. But yeah, so ever since then, like in college, I kind of like admit it and I don't really hide it, and people ask me more freely and I'm just like, yeah, and whatever. Like, I don't hide it. I don't flaunt it either, but I don't hide it. Like, but I once read this quote somewhere, or this article, and it really stuck with me because it said, you don't have one coming out, you're coming out for the rest of your life. And basically it means like, yeah, you have that one time where you first tell your friends and your family, but for the rest of your life, you're going to be coming out because you're going to be meeting new people. They're obviously not going to know, so you're going to have to tell them, or there's going to have to be some confirmation for it. And I know we don't have to confirm it to everybody, but it's something that's on everybody's mind. So either they'll ask or you'll say something that'll just confirm it in their head. And so coming out is just a lifelong process. So that was kind of my coming out story. I hope it shows some of you people that not all coming out stories are dramatic and bad and are filled with hatred and regret and stuff like that. Some of them, like mine, are kind of plain and boring and aren't really worth sharing, but, so, sometimes everything works out and we freak out for no reason, and most of the time, good things can happen, and it's a possibility for nothing bad to happen, like my story. So, come out and join us in the world. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it for today. So, you know the drill, like, subscribe, comment, the dandy. So I'll see you guys next week. So, bye-bye.